everyone, and welcome back to Eagle Forum's Capital Update. I'm Kirsten Hassler, the Executive Director of Eagle Forum.
And I'm Tabitha Walter, our political director. This week, the House is poised to vote on Biden's $1.75 trillion Build Back Better agenda. Democrats have been promising this for months, and now they have finally agreed to something. So, Kirsten, why did it take so long?
Well, this goes all the way back to the infrastructure bill. In August, the Senate passed infrastructure in a bipartisan fashion. So Speaker Nancy Pelosi expected the passage of this bill to be business as usual. The House has easily passed their agenda since gaining the majority, and she believed that an infrastructure bill would prove that Democrats are working for the American people and usher in Democratic victories in state elections. Pelosi could not have been more wrong.
At the same time, House progressives were busy working behind the scenes on Biden's Build Back Better agenda. They included big ticket items like paid family leave, universal pre-K, Green New Deal policies, and amnesty measures. Other Democrats agreed on some, but not all. The price tag was jolting to moderates in the Senate, like Senators Joe Manchin from West Virginia and Kirsten Sinema from Arizona. In order for progressives to get their way, they held the Senate-passed infrastructure bill hostage until their spending package was guaranteed a vote.
And this tactic actually worked in favor of Republicans. Gubernatorial candidates such as Terry McAuliffe in Virginia, who had based a large portion of his campaign on federal wins, didn't have much to tout. It only highlighted the dysfunction of Democratic leadership in D.C. And while campaigning for McAuliffe, Vice President Harris stated, quote, "What happens in Virginia will in large part determine what happens in 2022 and 2024 and on." And she was right. With Republicans winning the offices of governor, lieutenant governor, and attorney general, as well as at least 50 Virginia House seats, we can expect Republicans to gain back the majority in the House in 2022.
Wow. Yeah. After such a massive defeat, House progressives were willing to negotiate. A few items were stripped out, like the 25% capital gains tax on businesses and farms, Green New Deal policies in schools, subsidized union dues, and socialist healthcare policies. However, many woke items still remain. The bill still furthers the border crisis, continues the biggest inflation surge in 30 years, and gives wealthy Americans tax credits while poor and middle-class Americans are taxed even more. While Democrats have been whipping votes over the last week, the final bill, which is H.R. 5376, was submitted to the Congressional Budget Office, who will inform the American people of the estimated cost of all provisions. Some estimates have already been released, but the final tally is expected by Friday. The CBO analysis is already making the White House nervous by countering their claim that it's fully paid for. In an attempt to save face, White House Deputy Press Secretary said the CBO does not have the experience to score the Build Back Better Act. That's quite an absurd comment in light of the White House's inability to perform basic math.
The Build Back Better Act is expected to move through the House before Thanksgiving, and Eagle Forum has notified House members that we will score against the bill's passage. You can also take action yourself by heading over to eagleforum.org, where we have an opportunity for you to contact your representatives and ask them to vote no on the bill. Make sure you're also signed up for our emails and alerts so you don't miss the opportunity to make your voice heard. We will see you back here next Thursday.
See ya.